Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about what Lego Dungeon Masters can do with Lego Dungeons and Dragons, and what it looks like to play in the Lego Dungeons and Dragons world. Okay, so first of all, we've already talked about the Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon Tail campaign, which is you run the Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tail adventure, and then you keep those core four characters and you continue to play in Forgotten Realms exactly the way it was designed, right? And you just go forward, you build out, you build out with Lego the rest of your campaign and you run it, right? We also talked about Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tales Click, which is you start with the Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tale adventure. Then you click your Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tale set to a Star Wars set, or a Harry Potter set, or Lego City set, or Lego Alien Conquest. And you literally click those minifigs into another Lego established theme and you run that campaign, right? Today, what I want to talk about is Lego Dungeons and Dragons, Lego Dungeons and Dragons Gygax click. All right. Now, what is this? This would be you sitting down and saying, okay, Lego has said you can use Lego to run Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons has said you can use Lego to run Dungeons and Dragons, but not using Red Dragon's Tail adventure at all. Okay. And then running, let's say, you run Curse of Strahd, right? So you run Curse of Strahd using Lego. Now, how should you do this? Okay, so first of all, it is my humble opinion that in the future, as we run Lego Dungeons and Dragons, we need to honor both parts. We need to make sure we're using official Lego, that we're using official Dungeons and Dragons canon hardbacks, right? We don't use anything that's not Dungeons and Dragons. It's inappropriate. It's not done by any serious dungeon master. It's it's counterfeit, in my humble opinion, right? Same thing here. When we are running Lego Dungeons and Dragons, there has to be one brick from an official Lego Dungeons and Dragons set. Now what does that mean? There's serious implications to this, right? So I'm good. I own the set, right? And so if I want to run Lego Curse of Strahd, nothing in actually I don't really need Lego Curse of Strahd. I can build out with Lego without having the Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tail set, right? But we're not currently permissioned, in my humble opinion, to do that. There needs to be an official Lego Dungeons and Dragons brick. It can be as small as one single brick, right? Now, what does that mean? Well, first of all, that means, yeah, if you don't own the $360 Red Dragon's Tail set, you got a problem, right? In that you're not really permissioned to run this. At no point did Lego say, hey, just use other Legos, right? They're like, hey, this is a Lego Dungeons and Dragons set. We're permissioning this. We're saying, hey, here's Lego, use it to run Dungeons and Dragons. These Legos. Here's Dungeons and Dragons, use these. And so I feel it's important that you use one official Dungeons and Dragons brick, right? Now, for me, I'll just use a base plate. I will have a base plate on the table, right? That is from that real Lego Dungeons and Dragons set. I can add as many other Legos as I want to that, right? Because they were literally built to be clickable. But I think that permissioning is very important, right? And this is how we keep canon clear, right? How we keep the intellectual properties balanced, right? And use them in a way that both companies have said, yes, this is appropriate, in my humble opinion. Both companies have said that, right? And so, and yeah. So now, That you're absolutely right. You're like, wait a second. So that means if I didn't spend the $360 and I don't have it, I can't play yet. That's right. I don't think you can play yet, right? And so what you would need to do is you need to wait until the fall. It's not going to take long to solve this, okay? And basically in the fall we're going to get a Dungeons and Dragons set that is all custom minifigs, and all you'll need to do is pay $5. And you'll get those custom minifigs, and then you don't even have to use the custom minifig. You just need to use the base plate of one of those custom minifigs, and then you can put any other custom minifig you want on it. But there will be an official Lego Dungeons and Dragons Lego piece on the table, carrying that permissioning forward, right? In my humble opinion. So basically you would play Lego Dungeons and Dragons Curse of Strahd, right? And you would have official Lego Dungeons and Dragons canon hardbacks on the table. And you would have official Lego Dungeons and Dragons bricks, right? And everybody needs to get one minifig, right? And then you're permissioned fully to click any other, literally going back for 80 years, every Lego is uniform and clicks back into that. Actually, it's about 60 years, I think. So, yeah. And then, so that is the right way. So that is the Lego Dungeons and Dragons Gygax click, which would be using Lego Dungeons and Dragons to run any setting, right, that has been published officially under Dungeons and Dragons, right? And so that is the next way that Lego Dungeon Masters can Dungeon Master, in my humble opinion. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.